My name's Steve. I'm going to talk to you today about IDD therapy and what a difference it made in the treatment of my back injury. A number of months ago, I got really bad back pain, which was keeping me awake at night and making it hard for me to walk. And eventually that back pain progressed into very bad leg pain down my right side. It made nearly everything that I would want to do with my life impossible. I couldn't work, I couldn't carry things. Walking became really hard, and I was just in constant pain, especially overnight. It really impacted my sleep. I was only able to get 2 hours sleep at night maximum, which then made anything that I needed to do in the next day harder. I tried various treatment methods with it. I had some chiropractic care, which did relieve the symptoms somewhat, but did not solve the underlying problem, so the symptoms kept coming back. So I ended up having an MRI scan which showed that I had 2 herniated discs, and I was referred to an NHS spinal clinic, and unfortunately the only treatments that they would offer me there was an injection, and if that didn't work, an operation. Now I was really keen to find something that would solve the issue without such invasive procedures, and that also wouldn't just resolve the symptoms but actually improve the health of the discs as well. Through talking to a friend, I found out about Theale Wellbeing Centre, and having a look on their website, I discovered their video about IDD therapy. What I really liked about IDD therapy was not only did it promise to relieve the symptoms that I was having, but it would also potentially improve the long-term health of the discs, rather than just finding a way to mask the problem. So I contacted the Wellbeing Centre and arranged for a consultation with Michael. On my first consultation, Michael made me really feel at ease. He was an absolute expert in disc injuries and back injuries, so he was able to answer any questions that I might have. Having the MRI was really useful as well, because he was actually able to see where the problem was, what it was and how it manifested, and that enabled him to be sure that IDD was the right treatment for me and that would help. On the first IDD session I had, I wasn't nervous at all. Michael had already explained everything that would be involved. We did an assessment to see what my back function was and how well I could move. And then I got strapped into the machine. As you can see, it's very padded, very comfortable. And when you do lie in the machine, further pads are put under your legs to make you feel even more comfortable. And at no point did I ever feel any pain at all in the machine. A pelvic harness is around the midsection of the body, okay, and that's strapped to the machine, and pulling forces will allow the vertebrae to be distracted, which takes the pressure off the nerves and discs that are causing the problems, and over time they become decompressed and the body's natural healing mechanisms are allowed to take place. After the first session, I felt an immediate improvement in symptoms. I got off the machine and all the pain and the numbness had gone from my leg. I went home, had a rest, and later on the symptoms did come back, but not to the same degree as they were before the treatment. Over the course of time, the treatments progressively built upon each other. So after 18 to 20 treatments, I was eventually completely pain-free, and my movement was better, and I was able to sleep through the night. The improvements in sleep actually came relatively quickly as the spine started to decompress. Within sort of 5 or 10 sleep treatments, I was back to my normal sleeping schedule. So that was really good. The long-term outcome was a full reduction in symptoms. There were no symptoms at all now. I was able to return to work. I'm now able to do all of the exercises I was able to do prior to treatment, and walking, just absolutely everything that I wanted to do. So I've got no hesitation in recommending this treatment. Another thing that benefited the treatment itself was, as the symptoms started to improve, I was able to exercise more. And with my knowledge of core exercises, I was able to build up the strength of the muscles which stabilised the spine, which then aided the treatment. So we got a lovely snowball effect of the treatment reducing my symptoms and the exercise improving my function and my ability to get more to the treatment. So I do emphasise that if you're thinking about using IDD therapy, you must also be thinking about doing some work yourself within the guidance of your practitioner to improve the health of the muscles that do support the spine.